This is TWiT.
Should I welcome in our wonderful Scott Wilkinson? Yeah. All right. Scott Wilkinson is here. He is our home theater geek. He also hosts another great club exclusive, the Home Theater Geeks podcast. You know, when we were fat and happy, we did a lot of shows. One of them was Home Theater Geeks. We had to cancel it. But because of the club, we were able to bring it back. And frankly, I'd like to do more of that. But it's really up to club members. Scott, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, ho, ho, ho.
Scott.
How did Tuba Christmas go?
Oh, Tuba Christmas went great.
Wonderful.
We had 100 tubas. We had 800 people in the audience.
Oh, that's great. What a great showing. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it really was.
I was a little worried that without the radio show to promote it, it might not get the word out in the Southland, but that sounds good. You got a good show.
We did.
That's
I mean, I do a
awesome.
lot of PR.
Oh, I know.
Sorry?
I said that's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was really great. We
Nice.
had the group of 12 professionals who do, very sophisticated, really nice, interesting arrangements. And the big group, of course, played. My wife was the song leader. Everybody in the audience sings along with the main Christmas carols. So it was a family affair for sure.
Yay, Scotty.
That's awesome.
So tell me, dear,
Yes.
what's up in the worlds of AV and hi-fi? Nobody still calls it hi-fi, do they?
No, nobody still calls it hi-fi. No.
That dates you if you say, hey, how's your hi-fi?
Yeah, right. Well, I actually, I got a question from some friends of mine here in town, in the lovely town of Santa Cruz, who came to me and said, you know what? We're paying $190 a month for our cable, AT&T Uverse. Is there anything lower cost that I can do? Well, yes, there is. Leo, as you know, I think you're a YouTube TV subscriber.
I am.
Huh?
I love YouTube TV.
That
And I
is
even
one-
bought the NFL Sunday ticket package.
That
we
is
could-
an extra. Yeah.
It was like $300, but
Yeah.
because of it, it's less now because the season's almost over. But because of it, because Michael likes to watch the Packers. He's a Packers fan, and that was the only way we
okay.
could out of market see every Packers game. But it's
Right.
great too because Lisa's an NFL fan, so she likes to be able to pick which game she's going to watch.
So if you're an NFL fan, and that's probably worth the money.
Plus, I have to say,
so
yeah, and they have other things you can buy. I have to say the quality I think of the NFL on YouTube TV is quite good.
yeah.
Same thing with Amazon on Thursday Night Football. These streamers are doing higher quality than your broadcasters were.
Often that's true. Yes. Especially cable. I mean, over the air, if you can get the game over the
You
air,
might get
which-
HD versions of the game over the air. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, these streamers will do HD. In fact, YouTube is one of the only ones that does some 4K content. If you spend some extra money, and I don't recall whether the NFL package gives you any 4K. I seem to recall it does. Am I right?
Yeah. So it's an additional, I think, $20 a month.
$20 a month. Yeah.
So that's YouTube TV. So I subscribed when the Olympics were on 2 years ago, the Winter Olympics, because I want to see it in 4K. There's very little 4K programming.
Right.
So it's probably not worth the money I spent. There is occasionally the Amazon Prime is recorded in 1080p 60, which is pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good.
And if you can get that stream, that actually looks noticeably better than the 720p you might be getting from other streamers like ESPN.
Right. Exactly.
And I guess I don't know if I guess you can't get it on broadcast alone, right? Because it's Amazon Prime.
Well, right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So it looks good. And occasionally it seems like the baseball playoffs were, I don't know if they were 4K. They might have been. I think some of them were 4K. They looked really good. It's noticeable on a 4K OLED TV.
Exactly.
It's noticeable.
Exactly.
That's the point.
I'm sure that's true. In addition to the 4K content for $20 a month extra, though, you also get unlimited simultaneous streams. With the regular package, which is $73 a month, less than half of what my friends are paying for their AT&T Uverse, you get 3 simultaneous streams. So, somebody in one room can be watching something, somebody in the other room can be watching something else, up to 3. You spend that extra $20 a month, you get unlimited, and you can get offline DVR downloads. YouTube TV, of course, like many of these, offer a cloud-based DVR. So if you're watching live TV, you can record. If you can't see it when it's on, you can record it and watch it later. And with YouTube TV, with this extra $20 a month, you can download it into a local device and play it, when you're on a plane.
Oh,
or something
I didn't realize that. You can do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm liking the YouTube TV package, or live TV. And we're talking live TV. All these services also offer lots of video on demand, obviously.
I should mention that our Discord Out of Sync says YouTube TV lower the price of 4K to $10 a month.
Oh,
so that's
very good.
And I think that was right, because 20 is really
That's
too
a
much.
lot.
That's a little much.
I think 10, maybe people might consider it if you have a 4K TV. The problem is the lack of 4K content.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. The other one that I was particularly happy with was Hulu Plus Live TV.
Yeah, that's, I would love you to do some research on which has the best streaming quality. I have heard, I think I read it on Reddit, that Hulu Plus did, that it was the best quality.
That's a great idea. I will do that. I will, it's going to be subjective. I suppose I could do some measuring, but really more to the point is taking a look at it and saying, oh yeah, that does look better.
Does Sling still do, I think Sling still does live streams, right?
They do. Yeah. Yes, they do.
So you've got YouTube, you've got Sling, you've got Hulu.
Right. You've got DirecTV Stream.
DirecTV, okay.
Which is, they have 4 packages and they're pretty expensive. The highest package with 150 live channels is $165 a month.
Is that over the internet or is that from the satellite?
No, it's all
streaming over the
based.
internet. Okay. Yeah, Vladi9 in our IRC says he believes DirecTV has the best stream quality. So that's worth looking at these.
It is worth looking at. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Sling, as they have for a long time, have 2 packages called Blue and Orange. And they're all, both of those are, let's see, I think $40 a month for either one, or $55 a month for both. And you get some live channels, not nearly as many as Hulu or YouTube or DirecTV. And it doesn't say anything about local channels. Here's another thing to consider is, does your streaming service provide you with your local area channels? So if you like to watch the local news, which I do, Central Coast, California local news, you want to make sure that the service that you select provides it.
I'm nothing without KSBW. I've got to get my channel 44 on.
That's right. That's right.
It's not just local news. There is other stuff that your locals carry, including network programming that you may not be able to see otherwise.
Correct.
So I think now YouTube TV has locals in almost all markets, I think.
They do.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Hulu does as well.
Yeah.
And I believe DirecTV does as well. But Sling does not. At least I didn't see anything about it on their website.
Yeah. In fact, you've seen the ads for Hulu Plus Live TV. They really understand that people want those locals. That's a big deal. Yeah.
Right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Another thing to consider is that all of these services, each one of them doesn't carry certain channels. And so what I recommended to my friend was that she list all the channels that they like to watch, and then go to each website and see which are the channels that they don't carry. For example, Hulu does not carry AMC or BBC America. I like watching BBC America.
It's so hard because, and we were just talking about getting subscription paper cut to death.
Yes. There is that too.
It seems like there's so many streaming channels and you have to pay for each one, although they are kind of shrinking now, right? Max has absorbed Discovery. Disney just bought Hulu outright. So there's Disney and Hulu are going to merge. It's interesting. I guess we're getting, what's happening? We disaggregated and now we're reaggregating everything.
Reaggregating. Yes, exactly.
It's very hard to watch TV these days. If you don't know where something is, you have to search for it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I've often dreamed of some service, some app or something that would, you type in what you want to watch and it'll tell you everywhere it's available.
It's still the case that if you can get an antenna and get live locals, that's the best quality, best way, and it's free.
And it's
once you
free.
get the equipment to do it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly right. There are even some antenna over-the-air DVRs you can buy.
Like Channel Master or Silicon Dust's HD Home Run. Yeah, there's definitely ways to get all of the conveniences. Channels is an app that Jason Snell was recommending on MacBreak Weekly this week. He uses it in conjunction with a device to get either locals or cable, and it basically becomes a DVR that you can then stream everywhere, not only throughout the house, but even for yourself as you're traveling.
Oh, wow. So it's cloud DVR.
Kind of, sort of. Getchannels.com. It's local software that you run. It's not cloud. It's local software that you run on your own machine, but then you have basically your own personal cloud.
Oh, okay.
Channels looks pretty cool. A number of people use it. It's like Plex a little bit. So a lot of people, and Jason loves this. And you can use your existing provider. So if you have YouTube TV, for instance, you can then connect it to this software on one of your machines and then have TV.
What's it called again?
Channels at getchannels.com.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I had not heard of that
Works
before.
with the HD Home Run as well.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a good solution.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in this. It's always a problem. And we've seen this so many times in technology and the internet. There's an interregnum between the old way that we all were used to and the new way. And in that period, there's always disruption and craziness, and it's inconvenient and weird, and it changes by the minute. And we're in that period right now.
Right. We are. Yeah. And on these streaming packages, streaming channels, channels come and go depending on contracts and so on, so that it's in flux. You don't know for sure that you're always going to get this channel. It may disappear.
Right.
And that's frustrating.
So when it comes to broadcast, I've recommended in the past a site called TV Fool, tvfool.com, which will tell you whether you can get your locals and what kind of antenna you would need, what the signal strength is, and so forth.
Oh,
this is very useful.
I've used Antenna Web for
and
that,
Antenna Web's a great one as well. Yep. TV Fool, it really is just to show you the coverage maps, which is very useful. And then apparently there's a YouTuber, Antenna Man. Quippy is telling us in our Discord, Antenna Man on YouTube, who will help you with the best outdoor antenna recommendations. Everybody's got to be. It's got to be on YouTube these days for the Utes. Right. They don't do this internet.
The Utes.
The Utes want the YouTube. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Scott Wilkinson, how do you have a website? Is there something I can plug?
How very nice of you. I appreciate it. Actually, I don't have my own website. I should, of course.
You're so old-fashioned.
I know.
Oh, well, we know you're going to be here, and that's the main
Well,
thing.
I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm also on AVS Forum.
AVS Forum,
I do my monthly home theater of the month on AVS Forum, and those are always really fun.
I love that. That's a great feature. Well, we'll talk about your home theater of the month next month. How about that?
There you go.
How about that?
That sounds great.
And of course, club members know that you can catch Home Theater Geeks inside Club TWiT. Thank you, Scott Wilkinson.
Much, Scott.
My pleasure.
Have a good day.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Oh,
happy holidays.
I guess we won't see you till after the holidays.
We won't.
Merry Christmas, Santa. I know you're going to be busy.
I'm going to be
in the next couple of weeks, so we won't bother Santa.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. He's got a
thanks,
job
you guys.
to do. Take care, Scott. This episode of Tech Break is brought to you by our friends at IT Pro TV, now called ACI Learning. 94% of CIOs and CISOs agree that attracting and retaining talent is increasingly critical. Invest in your workforce and keep their IT skills current with ACI Learning. Visit go.acilearning.com/twit. TWiT listeners can receive up to 65% off an IT Pro Enterprise Solution Plan after completing their form. Based on your team's size, you'll receive a properly quoted discount tailored to your needs.